G'day, welcome to another episode of Love is Forever. Man, this camera's really bad. I'm not used to using this phone, but I'm getting used to it. Man, my throat's getting worse. So, another episode of Love Forever. We've been doing some great stuff behind the scenes. We've been working on a vid where it's just all me singing. It's very challenging when, every song you sing is just like putting a knife to your heart, so to speak, and to keep a straight face doing it is it's really hard because there was a few songs, you won't notice it because cleverly edited, that I was literally like just breaking down. I just couldn't finish the song because it was just like, I don't understand how you love someone for so long, and a breakup to me is never really a breakup because you always have a piece of them in your heart. And the problem with what's going on in my situation is I'm trying to find a reason to keep going every day. Like, I'm trying to find a reason to stay alive. Like, someone said to me, if you had your internet back and you were still on Home D, would you be fine? I'd be like, I guess I would be a lot better knowing that, then I could play my games, then I can, talk to my friends and stuff, which would mean a lot to me. I think that's what the thing is right now. It's not the fact of being like staying at home with an ankle bracelet. It's the fact that I don't talk to anybody. I think it's the company that I missed, like, I know if I go on Facebook and, talk to someone straight away, I can get someone to come here. Someone that I can trust, someone decent. Whereas I have two friends. That's it. One of them is usually really busy, and I know that, I should be happy to come over and stay the night. And the other one is pretty much the same story. Like, has offered lots of times to come over, but I don't know. It just seems at the moment with my mental status, it's I don't know. I'm just scared. I'm just scared to invite anybody over because although I won't flip out and go crazy, it's more of the fact that the emotions, like, I really thought, this year was going to be my year. Like, I was, had an awesome partner at the start of the year. I had goals and aspirations, and I had everything I wanted lining up. It was all lining up. And that was the path I was going to take. But then the detour happened. And now I'm not back on that track that I'm supposed to be. I'm like here. I'm going that way. I'm not heading on to that track yet. And the reason why, because I don't have anyone to talk to. And the fact that when I find out that some friends are not friends, or they are, and they may be just, I don't know, it's hard because they're friends on their Facebook. And it's like, what's the deal there? And you've got to look at it from my perspective where, I can't just go on Facebook and defend myself if anything bad's been said. I can't, message those people and be like, hey, what the fuck's going on? My days are consist of getting up, doing whatever housework needs to be done, and then coming back in my room. Because there's no point of staying awake and talking to my parents when I can't talk to them about anything. I'm very alone. In jail may not be the nicest place, but at least you get to talk to someone 24/7. You get to open up. And I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back there for many reasons, but it's like, I love being in this room. It's nice and warm. I get to play video games. I get to watch wrestling. It's stuff I can't do in jail. But not talking to anybody. With a person that has borderline personality disorder and depression, you don't talk to anybody. It's kind of like you basically nail in the coffin. A lot of people go shit crazy. And it's hard some days because they don't understand what's going on. It's easy for them. They've got each other. They've got the freedom to do whatever they like. I have nothing. I don't get to talk to anybody. They still get to use their Facebook. I don't. I don't have people I can just contact. You know, and that's what people don't realize, that I got everything I love taken away from me. Hobbies, interests, freedom, social life, friends. I got everything taken away from me. And not just add the court. The amount of money I'm just paying in lawyer fees is just ridiculous. Like, nobody could afford it. Nobody on my Facebook could afford the lawyer fees that I'm paying right now. And for someone that's unemployed, it's not easy. And considering that you're going to be in there for, you might as well just end it. You might as well just, do a runner. I couldn't do 1 month in jail. If I have to do like 4 to 6 months or fucking, a year, I'm dead. And was there for me when I was inside jail. And did show a lot of love and compassion. And, who knows what I'm going through. But it's in a situation where I wouldn't know what it'd be like without her in my life. But then again, she said like many times, if something happens to me, it really upset her. And I know that it would upset her, but I'm just one person in, a couple of million here. Why would I make any difference? What makes me so special? And as for the other one, I'm pretty much, I think, all she's got for friend-wise. And that's a big reality. Knowing that if I was to take my life, those two people would be impacted for life. Because I remember my friend's mum saying, when my mum called her, my friend thought I was dead. I might as well be, but if that's the effect I get on someone, then, that's a big thing, I guess, I'm a sort of person that doesn't ask for help, because I know that, those two, if I ask for help, they'd help me. But I'm in a situation where I don't want to ask, because I don't ask for help. Like, don't get me wrong, if they just came over and gave me company, fine, that's cool. But I don't want just company anymore. Like, it's not about, I'll get on the bed and shag. It's nothing about that. It's just a matter of, I don't know. Just turning this down. I don't know what I want. I know that I guess I don't want to see her happy. Because, like I said, when I could talk to my mum and dad, because I can't talk to them now about anything, it's one thing to do the wrong by me, hurt me, cheat on me, lie to me and all that. That's one thing. But when you... And even if I've done my punishment, that I'm sorry. But not just that, it would show other people that, I'm still trying to be the same Andre. Like, do my nightly vids, do my shout outs to people, but I just don't know why it's even point of. I just don't see what's the point. Because there's so many fakes on my Facebook right now that I would have thought by now they would have been like, fuck, are you okay, Andre? Where are you? Like, I guess I can't reply to messages on Facebook. I understand that. But if you're my friend and you know that one friend can contact me 24/7, why don't you contact that person and say, hey, is Andre okay? Let him know I care about him. Let him know that I miss him or something, But I don't know yet. I won't know until I get on Facebook. And I know, and people probably know this, and the probably courts even know this. They think, I reckon, it's not just a fact of, indirectly of contacting the defendant, that sort of shit. They know I'm not going to do that, surely by now. It's more that he's known to open up his mouth and get himself in trouble. The internet thing is just, it's bullshit in some senses where, like my case man just said, you can go on like streaming services like, Stan, Netflix, Foxtel and all that, YouTube. But then you look at YouTube and go, well, hang on, YouTube's got a chat feature. See? And then you can do online banking, online Centrelink government stuff. But then I can't use the internet more than that. So it's pretty much using 75% of the internet without using the internet. Like, if there was a clause, I would straight out say, if this was me, in this case, I'd be like, yeah, home detention, fair enough, yep, give him home detention, no allowed drink. Have him still have access to internet but not social media. Done. So then I can still play games and still, because it's just ridiculous how you can do some things but can't do other things. Like, when I first got my, when I first came out, I turned on the PlayStation to play a game. But because every game on PlayStation or Xbox you need internet connection, yeah, you're straight away using the internet. And that's not allowed. It's like, if you want to play an Xbox game, like say Tekken for example, it says offline, but to connect to that game you have to be online. So it's like, pretty much everything's got internet. And, it doesn't stop my parents from using the internet, right? Because they're on it right now, both of them. And it's hard being in sort of that environment where, they're allowed to, and I can't stand being in a room knowing that they're on Facebook doing their thing, and I'm just, up here just doing my thing. Like, I can't really. I would love to get happy and, be able to talk to friends. My average night would be, I'd say I'd watch whatever's on TV here, play a bit of Pokemon, play a bit of WE Supercard, just, I would be living my life like that. And I would be able to get by easily on this home detention. It'd make home detention so much easier. Because most people on home detention, they just get home detention. They get no restrictions to internet or anything. Because why I don't have my phone, I can't get Centrelink, which means I lose $500 a fortnight. I don't get paid. I don't have the access to ring people, friends that I need right now. I don't get to talk to the friends I have. And I am going to get angry if mum or dad or fucking the lawyer says, but it's better than jail, it's better than jail. I'm like, for fuck's sakes, I was in jail for a fucking month. Don't you see that I know that? I've got fucking nothing here. I've got no fucking friends to talk to. I have no hobby. There's not much difference than being here in jail. Just here is nicer, Like, and that's what drives me insane. It's very easy for them to say. It's not easy for me. And you think I want to ask a friend to come over every night? Fuck no. I'm trying to do it everything on my own. Like, one friend I haven't talked to in a couple of days. Now, when I talked to you last night, and I was like, she offered to come over, but just like the other one, I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for. All I know is that there's only so much I can take. Like, when I was in jail, I never saw myself getting out. It was kind of like I was adjusted to the climate. I was adjusted to the surroundings, Same routine every day, 8:30 you get up, you fucking clean your cell, make the bed, you go out, have a bit of brekkie maybe, watch the morning news, do a bit of riding, do a few laps, you know, because like pretty much you only get allowed 1 hour a day outside. But a lot of people just do laps inside, like they just go around. Yeah, you save your money for your phone calls, like a couple of phone calls a day gets you by. But like the moment you get to 4:30 when you have to be locked down, you're locked down from 4:30 in the afternoon to 8:30 in the morning. So you're pretty much in that cell the whole time, and it drives you insane. Literally, like you can see what you can not see, hear what's going on in the other cells. Some are smoking. You can smell some of it. You can hear the cries, the anger. It's not an environment that you want to be in, and that's another reason why I don't want to go back. So, someone once said to me, you know, you should want to change not for jail's sake, but because you love the person. Well, I call bullshit on that one. Because you can, you know, fix yourself for that person and it's all for nothing. Both. You know, one night, one of yous called me and I came to the rescue. I picked you up, went and had a few drinks. Thank you for paying, I appreciate it. And then what happens after that? You turn your back on me when I never said anything bad about you. That's selfish. And then the other one, you know, the night it all happened. Let me talk to your mum. No. What are you going to do? What I thought you'd do, stab me in the back. How can you live with yourself, both of you, knowing that you both betrayed a friend that loved and cared about you both? You're all vicious and cruel. I'd love to see you one day get your heart broken and you end up in jail and you end up with nothing. Because one of you in particular that will happen to. And I'm not going to say who out of the two. One of you is playing with fire. And eventually, you're going to meet a guy that's not going to put up with your shit. I mean, the fact that you can get drunk and stoned and even one night, when their behaviour is not like an adult should act. They're very selfish, the both of them. They're very rude, and I think that at the end of the day, they don't deserve to be happy. I mean, yes, you can say, but you still get to do your vids on, Ray. I suppose, and like I said, it's nice to have my computer back. Are very similar. They just all want to fuck up their lives and just destroy other people's. They set their target, pinpoint it, bang, let's eliminate that person, bang, let's eliminate that person. Interesting, isn't it? I have never set out in my whole entire life to ruin someone. That's the one thing that I can safely say that I've never done, is set my eyes on someone and make sure that their lives are ruined. I could. I'm very good at it. I don't even have to lift a finger or a phone call. I could just be like this to someone. Just with my eyes, like, sort that out. You know, I could. But I won't. Because it's not the sort of person I am. People would say, but is there anything you could do right now to make your life easier? Apart from having internet access back, I suppose that would be the one thing that at least I'd be able to like play my games, you know, do my YouTube, Facebooking, I suppose. There is one thing. And there's a few things. I've contemplated a lot of things. I mean, obviously, one's suicide. I mean, at least that way, you know, your brain's off and you don't have to worry about anything anymore, I suppose. But the other things would be like karma. It's all about whatever someone bad does to you, it should happen 10 times bad back to them. It's weird because when I used to make my YouTube vids, I used to be over in the corner there. But then it's like, this is good setup here because I've got the camera up holding that. Whereas over there, I have to get my lolly jar out, put that in front. it's a bit of a pain in the ass over there. But it's like I said, it's looking alright now. I've got the computer there, got my pop vinyls there. I would like to get like another two monitors, or even one, like to connect to that. So then that way, on top of my bed, I have like a couple of monitors that I can like hang up and stuff. So it's really cold in here. I've actually got my heater on actually tonight in here because it's really cold. Got my electric blanket on. Got plenty of drinks. I got like a whole pantry full of them. So I might have that. So this is dragon fruit. I probably, it's funny. I probably wouldn't even eat dragon fruit, but cheers. Oh, so good. It's a shame it's only an energy drink. Like I wish that was like a cordial or something would be nice, because that is really nice. Like, so when I open up this cabinet here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 big bags of chips. Got some lollies there, some biscuits, and about 100 plus cans. I've got Solo, Coke, Pepsi, lemonade, no sugar, and something else that I can't say. Oh, and energy drinks too. I've got like 12 energy drinks. Sorry. It's like I don't even have to leave my room. Like I've got, a nice TV, computer, PlayStation 5, 4, 3, Xbox One and 2, no, Xbox 360, Xbox One, surround sound, Blu-ray DVD player. I got everything I want in here. I literally have like everything that I've wanted in this room, and it's just, well, I haven't put in the coffee machine yet. I haven't put that in yet. We will in time. We'll definitely put the coffee machine in. I drink a lot of coffee now. Oh, soccer's on. Hopefully Torino beats Napoli. But yeah, like I said, I've got just about everything in this room that I've always wanted. It's just I don't have a partner. And when I did have a partner, it was good being in it. Turin, that's not Olimpico Grande Torino. Oh, okay. Wow. Because my team Juventus comes from Turin, and I didn't realise that Torino's got their own oval. Looks pretty shit, to be honest. Wow. Who's playing? Anyway, but yeah, like my mum and dad are like, oh, you should get a fridge, like a mini fridge in your room, so you can have like your drinks cold. And I was like, we've got like enough things connected in here. Like I'm looking at the PowerPoints going, we've got too much connected in the power. This room would be like the most expensive room in the house for power wise. I literally have everything plugged in. Like even on that side of the bed, eventually, on my side, I'm gonna probably put like a 4-thing adapter thing. So like I'd probably connect like a few more things. But at the end of the day, like I said, yeah, it is better than jail, I suppose. Like I do get to eat and drink whatever I want. The bed is a lot more comfier and a lot more warmer. It's so cold when you're in jail. It's just so cold. Like literally, it's just like at nights, because you only get like a sheet and a blanket, and yeah, it's fucking cold. In the infirmary, it's worse because like it's pretty much feels like it's colder than what it is outside. Inside that room, you are freezing. Like when I was in the infirmary, I got myself like the corner bit of the room, and I was just like up against the wall. So at least that way the air's only come from one direction, not both directions. But yeah, I am grateful like I am here. But like I said, without company and stuff, it is hard. Like I don't think people realize how hard it is. It is nice knowing that I can close my eyes and know that I'll be safe because my door's always locked in here, so no one can come in or out. Even if a terrorist came in, they can't come in and out. You know what I'm saying? And I know if I hear something, I can wake up straight away and get a baseball bat or something to defend myself. But when you're in jail, I had two cellmates when I was in jail where, there was one in the infirmary where it was just like, I couldn't go to sleep because he would walk up and down every 5 minutes and he'd be talking to himself and getting angry with himself, and I was like looking up going, how's any person supposed to sleep with that? This person could kill us in our sleep. So when you're in the infirmary, it's basically like people that have mental problems. Basically, they keep you there for like 2 weeks and then they shift you off to a unit. What they did with me. But the problem with that is the moment you start being in the units, it starts getting real. Shit gets real very quick. You're like, you see the 30 doors in front of you and know that 2 people are in each one. And it's scary to the fact that you really don't know if you're coming out. The moment that door shuts behind you, that's it. And when you wake up at 8:30 in the day, it's not like you could stay in bed all day. Like, you could. Very easily, you could just stay in bed all day and that's it. But, it is hard to kill time in that place. It's a struggle where you're like, the food's terrible. And, like, the money you do, like, get put into your account, I would say you want to use it on phone calls. Because, like, you're going to still get your breakfast and everyone gets lunch, everyone gets dinner no matter what. So you're always going to get food. If you want a little something, like something different, that's cool. But shopping only comes once a week. Like, so I think it's Wednesday or Thursday. And, like, before you go in there, you want to put money in your account before you go in there because it takes a week to clear. So the moment you go in there, get whoever you know to put money in straight away. Otherwise, you'll be waiting a long time. And that means you won't be able to make a call. That means you won't be able to enjoy some of the fruits of your labour, so to speak. Because when you're in there, even silly as sugar or butter or coffee, they're the things you want in jail. Like when you first wake up, everyone gets milk. It's about 600 mils of milk. When you make your coffee, add just a drop of milk because you're gonna have to make that last a whole day, basically. That's why I never have cereal because it's like I want the milk for the coffee. Now most people fill up a whole cup full of coffee and they leave it in their cells, and that way during the day they don't have to leave their cells. Same with sugar, and the thing with those is once they run out, they don't refill them to about 3:30, and you want to get as much as you can. The butter, the butter especially, like once the butter's gone, that's gone. You're not going to get any for the whole day. So what people do is they get butter and they bring it up to their cells, so then that way they've got at least butter. The last day that I was in jail, I actually planned ahead for the week just in case I wasn't getting home detention. I had almond milk, I had full cream milk, I had chips, lollies, drinks, because I was prepared for not going home. And I knew that if I was going home, that everyone's going to raid my cell for it. Like the moment I got up there, they're all picking out what they can have and making deals with each other. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. It's not like I want to bring all that stuff up anyway, like, you know what I mean? But still, it's just like, people don't realise how important things are when you're in jail. Like, you can't have an energy drink. The closest thing to an energy drink is like Gatorade or some shit up there. And that's like $3 or $4 for a Gatorade. But no, I think the other one was like 5 or 6 or something. Just for like a little Gatorade bottle, it's ridiculous. Most people would just get a few little things and make the calls. Like during the day, you only get every time 10 minutes. on the phone, and it's very expensive. But then you can like ring up later for another 10 minutes, and you won't. If you do that, you want to time your phone call. So like for example, lockdown's at 4:30. So like if you make a call to someone about 9:30, to maybe 11 o'clock even, and then talk to someone then, and then go off and do your own thing, and then maybe towards 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, make the second call then if you want, or if you're in a relationship, you can call them 3 times a day, I suppose. But it's the sort of thing where you want to save your money to call people, really, because then that way it kills a bit more time than just being in your cell watching reruns of the shows from the previous nights. That's pretty much what we were watching. There's, nothing really to watch on TV, so you appreciate whatever you see on TV. You watch stuff that you don't see, and the thing is, if you get a good cellmate, you can watch whatever you want, and they don't care. But sometimes you get cellmates that don't want to watch certain things, and they want to watch certain things, and it's like, oh man, like I don't really want to watch what that person's watching, and they probably don't want to watch what I'm watching. So yeah, it's at least you get TV, you'd say, but it's very like. See, I like sports. Like I love my Aussie rules football, and unfortunately, unless I get a cellmate that likes watching it too, I miss out. They got like The Simpsons, Futurama, Family Guy, and all that shows. I like watching that, and I was watching some of that in jail with my cellmate. That was good because we both got to watch it. But if I was with the other cellmate, I wouldn't get to watch that. So yeah, when you're in there, it's very limited of what you can and can't do. And like nights like tonight where they'd already be in lockdown right now. And it's boring. Like I was just in the remand bit, the holding bit until they transfer people out. I don't know what to expect when they get put to the big ones. Like I was if they send me off to a place like where like murderers are and shit, I'm fucked. She left the kids at home. We went for a few drinks. She was the one that paid, and I'm very flattered she did that because I didn't expect like a girl to pay for me, And yeah, I thought she was a really beautiful lady until recently. Like I thought I've at least got a decent friend that I can hang out with and have a mature conversation with and learn stuff. I really did care about her, and that's what I don't understand about her. As for the other one, you know, I'm kind of glad she doesn't live in this state because we don't need any more people like her. We have plenty of them here. Backstabbers, liars, people that betray people, stab people in the back, users. We have them here in Adelaide. And I wouldn't want someone like that back here in Adelaide at all. So, can there be peace with me and those two people? Well, that's up to them. But them, at the end of the day, have to apologise to me. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make it right, does it? As for my other friends on Facebook, let me talk to you. It's story time with Andre. To everyone on Facebook and YouTube watching, when I go on and do a live for you people, it's not to entertain you guys. It's not to, make your day, make you feel special. I go on there to express myself. I go on there because it helps me get off what's on my chest. It helps me help people that need help. Because there are people out there that are struggling and they're too afraid to ask for help. And by me coming on live, it gives them hope. It gives them a chance to date someone again, possibly get a job, go for driving lessons. I give them that encouragement to do what they want, and I make them feel good about themselves. Because there are people out there, they want help, but they don't know how to go about it. But they say, by watching my vids, it helps them. They say, every time I watch your vids, you give me hope, you give me a reason to live. And that's why I make YouTube and Facebook vids. You know, they say to me, I want to comment on your vids, but I'm too shy. And I'm like, that's okay, you don't need to. And they say to me, you know, I watch your vids, Andre, and I know that you're struggling. I know that you're hurting. And I know that you picked the wrong girls. But at least you're brave enough to keep going. And that's what they tell me. See, I know that there's fakes on my Facebook. I know that. And I know they're watching this vid right now. And it's not just the two that I mentioned in this vid. Because clearly they stab, you know, knife right in the back. But it's not about that. It's about, why not get to know me more than just the guy that talks to you on the internet every night? Catch up for a coffee. You know, come over, you know, chill, watch a movie. Don't think that the person I am on my live streams is who I really am. It's, I would say, a good 75% of who I am. Believe me, I am, you know, before all this, you know, I've had my demons. I've slayed them. But I'm a nice guy. That's one thing I'm not faking. I'm generally a nice guy. And I'm faithful. And I'm straight out honest. That's what you get from me. The only thing I'd say I'd fake is my health. I may say, hey, I'm okay, I'm happy. And behind the scenes, I'm crying over there. Behind the scenes, I'm doing stuff to my body that I shouldn't. Behind the scenes, I'm struggling to even breathe. Struggling to get by in everyday life. I know who my fake friends are. I know who my real friends are. Because I treat them equally. But just know that if you're one of those fake friends that think it's, then be like them. What's the point of being in a relationship if you're just going to give up? What's the point of being in a relationship where you're just going to hurt the person? See, if you think for 1 second I'm a fucking pushover, and you can manipulate me, and you can use me and say shit behind my back, think again. Because I'm not like that. I'm not stupid. You think I'm stupid? Even my dog agrees. Anyway, thank you all for watching, guys. It's been another Forever Love. Check the 4 corners of your screen at the end of this vid. Like I said, you know, just be careful at the end of the day. If you stab someone in the back, be assured that they will defend themselves down the track. And be reassured that the game is still beginning. The game is still going. Fuck, these tablets are kicking my ass. Anyways, take care, look after yourselves, and I'll talk to you all hopefully soon. Fingers crossed.